Good evening, sir. We are the group of San Jose de Mindanao Seminary, and our members are Michael Macalo, Kenjilit Paneo, and Marlon Halagat, and I myself, Warren Missioner. And tonight we're going to discuss about meditation 2 and meditation 3 of Rene Descartes.
So our thesis statement, through methodic doubt, human person conceive or cogito ergo sum and sum ergo Deus est. These are the main points of the subordinate points of Descartes in meditation 2 and 3 that supports the overall points.
So the first point is man is a rational being. He can imagine his existence without body.
It cannot happen. I object. It cannot happen. Man cannot exist without the body.
Yeah, and how can a man exist without a body in the first place?
Okay, I object your. I,
Answer you.
Sir.
I respect your objection, but for me, the mind is doubtful. So therefore, it can lead to imagine to what do you call it? Imagine things and apply to the reality and consider truth.
The second point is through doubting, he cannot justify his existence.
Uh, do you mean that doubting can justify? So doubt cannot justify our existence because I think it can lead us more into uncertainty.
Um,
Yes.
Doubt cannot lead to uncertainty, rather to rational foundation of knowledge or cognito ergo sum.
So meaning thinking
ang
or
tanong,
doubting is leading us to thinking, which is to think. Therefore, I am cogito ergo sum.
Yes.
so
Okay.
as mura ganda makalid versus uncertainty kung kanang atong buhaton kung mag think therefore
Or
I am lang.
think lang. Okay, okay. I got your point, bro.
So what do you mean about rational foundation? Something when Rene Descartes is beginning to doubt everything, then he's looking for the rational foundation, which is the very concrete, real thing, which is thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that.
So
And for the third point of our discussion would be the idea of God is clear and distinct, that is infinite and innate in us.
Wait, Sam. I think I object to your point. It's because how can a man who is finite can have infinite ideas where he is but limited?
Well, to answer your objection, thank you for that objection. God placed the idea of Himself in my mind. I couldn't have created it. Therefore, God must exist. The Creator have this trademark. He put a mark in His creation. I think that would be, and that is why we have an innate idea of God.
So,
Though that we are finite, we have infinite idea because God put it in us.
so you're saying that our human understanding is limited to the understanding of God. Is that what you're saying? Because God
Yeah.
is
What
infinite.
yeah.
Infinite. So me as a human, I'm thinking with limited knowledge.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say that we are limited in knowledge, but yet we know the infinite idea. We know the infinite idea not because of we are also infinite, no, because we are finite, meaning we'll die soon and we are limited in knowledge. But then, how can we have this
So we are
infinite knowledge?
temporal.
Knowledge when we are temporal, yeah.
Yes.
How can this infinite knowledge about God that He is omniscient, benevolent, and something like the good,
All-powerful.
ultimate, all-powerful, when we are self weak and limited and something that is contingent. Therefore, it must be put in us or attributed in us or must be given to us by God Himself, not by ourselves or from the external world.
Thank you for enlightening us, bro.
So that is why God putting His knowledge to us so that we human can think
Yeah.
to know
Yes, yes,
other
yes.
others other things in our surroundings. Yan, or maybe atong kaugalingon.
Okay.
So
So, so my my insight in this statement is that first thing, as a human, I have the capacity to know about myself that I am really exist through the method of doubt.
My insight in this thesis is it helps me to understand with the use of my reason, senses, and belief. I can see that God really exists, and that is my human nature to know God.
And for the third point, my insight would be it is indeed clear and distinct about our ideas, the innate ideas of God. It is not by our own doing or from the external world, but it must came from God.
So to sum up these ideas in our thesis, therefore, through the methodic doubts, human being know that he is a thinking thing that exists, and the infinite idea of God, which we possess in our human and our mind, were attributed by God.
Okay.
So,
So I think that would sum up our discussion about meditation 2 and 3. And I thank you guys. Thank you for your
thank you,
participation.
thank you.
Thank you, sir, for listening. And once again, good evening.